Meaning of True Love, Part 7, Beneath the Surface. The conversation that night at Emma's apartment had brought them closer, peeling back layers of uncertainty and fear. But even with their newfound clarity, life continued to unfold, bringing new challenges neither of them had anticipated. The intimacy of their bond was deepening, but the unspoken realities of life outside their connection were beginning to surface. It was late November, and Jack was working longer hours than usual. The projects at his firm were piling up, and he found himself increasingly distracted. Their usual nights together had become fewer, their calls shorter, and the easy flow of conversation that once felt effortless now carried an undercurrent of tension. Emma could sense it, but for weeks, she'd chosen not to bring it up. She told herself he was just busy, that things would calm down soon enough. But deep down, she knew there was more to it. One evening, after yet another night where Jack texted to say he couldn't make it, Emma sat in her apartment, staring at the message. Her fingers hovered over her phone, debating whether to ask the question she had been avoiding.
Hey, can we talk soon? I feel like we've been a little off lately.
Yeah, of course. I've been meaning to talk too. Can I come by tonight?
Yeah, come over. I'll be here. Jack, I've been worried. I know things have been stressful with work, but we haven't been the same. It feels like something's changed, and I don't know if it's just me or if you're feeling it too.
You're not wrong. I've been feeling it too. It's not just work, Emma. There's more going on, and I've been avoiding it.
What do you mean, what's going on?
I've been struggling to balance everything. Work, life in general. And I know I've been distant, but it's not because I want to be. I guess I'm scared of screwing this up. I'm scared that with everything happening, I'll somehow push you away without meaning to.
Jack, you don't have to do this alone. We're supposed to figure things out together. I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to be honest with me. Question: Jack, what do you think is the hardest part about balancing a relationship with everything else in life? A. Not having enough time for each other. B. Managing expectations and responsibilities. C. Keeping the emotional connection strong through it all.
Answer: B. Managing expectations and responsibilities. I think the hardest part is managing expectations and responsibilities, option B. There's always this pressure to meet everyone's expectations, yours, mine, work's, and it feels overwhelming sometimes. It's hard to juggle everything and still make sure we're okay. I've been worried that I'm not living up to what you need, and that scares me.
I get that, but Jack, I don't expect you to carry all the weight. I need you to know that it's okay if things aren't perfect. We can't let the pressure from outside pull us apart. We have to find a way to make this work without losing ourselves in everything else.
You're right. I've been so focused on not messing things up that I've been messing them up by not talking to you. I don't want that. I don't want us to drift apart just because life gets hard.
They sat in silence for a few moments, the weight of the conversation settling between them. The distance they had both felt was real, but now that it was out in the open, it felt more manageable, something they could face together, rather than alone.
What do you think we need to do, Jack, to get back to where we were? Question: Jack, how do you think we can get back to feeling more connected again? A. Spending more intentional time together. B. Reassessing our priorities and what's important to us. C. Communicating more openly and frequently about how we're feeling.
Answer: C. Communicating more openly and frequently about how we're feeling. I think we need to communicate more openly and frequently. Option C. We've always been good at talking, but lately, I've been holding things in, and it's been making everything worse. If we can be more honest about how we're feeling, whether it's about work, life, or us, I think we'll feel closer again.
I agree. We've always had this connection because we've been able to talk about anything. I don't want to lose that. I don't care if life gets hard as long as we're in it together.
I'm sorry I've been distant. I've been so wrapped up in everything else that I forgot the most important part: you. Us.
We'll figure it out, Jack. We just have to keep talking, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard.
The evening stretched on, the tension between them easing as they talked late into the night. They shared their fears, their frustrations, and their hopes for the future. It wasn't an easy conversation, but it was a necessary one. By the time Jack left, they both felt lighter, like they had finally let go of the weight they had been carrying alone. One evening, as they sat together on Emma's couch after a quiet dinner, Jack looked at her with a thoughtful expression.
Emma, do you ever think about the future? I mean, not just next week or next month, but further down the road. Where do you see us in a year, or 2, or 5? Question: Emma, where do you see us in the future? A. Growing together, even if it's not always easy. B. Building something long-term and serious. C. Taking it day by day and seeing where life takes us.
Answer: B. Building something long-term and serious. I see us building something long-term and serious. Option B. We've been through a lot already, and it hasn't always been easy, but I think we're strong enough to build a future together. I don't need to have everything planned out, but I want to know that we're both in this for the long haul.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I don't know what the future looks like, but I know I wanted to include you.
As they sat together, the quiet certainty between them felt stronger than ever. The path ahead wasn't clear, but they were facing it side by side, ready for whatever came next. As the night wrapped around them, Jack and Emma held each other close, knowing that while life would never be without challenges, they had something worth fighting for, a future built on trust, communication, and the unbreakable bond they had always shared. 5 words and phrases related to the theme of the meaning of true love. Part 7. Beneath the surface.
Balance. Finding harmony between the relationship and life's demands. Communication, the key to maintaining connection and resolving tension.
Pressure. The external and internal forces that can strain a relationship. Reconnection. The process of rebuilding intimacy after a period of distance.
Future, the shared vision of building something lasting and meaningful.